BC, the Babylonians conquer Jerusalem. Jeremiah's prophecies come true. Then the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah in Riblah before his eyes, and the Chaldeans burned the king's house and the house of the people with fire, and brake down the walls of Jerusalem. This is what the book of Jeremiah writes about the event that was to change the fate of Judea for a long time to come. The Babylonian ruler, Nebuchadnezzar II, has yet more plans for Judea's population. After the destruction of Jerusalem, he takes the Judean upper class to Babylon as spoils of war. The simple people are allowed to stay in the country or emigrate to neighboring Egypt. The Judeans have lost their religious center and their land. Jerusalem is in ashes. Will they also lose their faith in God? Judea is assimilated into the Babylonian kingdom that stretches from the Mediterranean to Persia. In the center of this vast empire lies the legendary city of Babylon. It is the time of Nebuchadnezzar II. Babylon is a city of superlatives. Witnesses are awestruck by its magnificence. The houses are built of solid brick walls. The Tower of Babel is legendary, and the Hanging Gardens are among the 7 wonders of the ancient world. In around 500 BC, the Greek historian Herodotus wrote, "Babylon wasn't just a fairly large city, but it was also the most beautiful city of all the ones we know of." At the beginning of the 20th century, the German archaeologist Robert Koldewey excavated a city that had long been forgotten. Most Judeans are living a good life in their Babylonian exile. Women and children can move about freely, and many men are working as officials at the court. The generations that grow up here only know their home from the stories of the elders. Their memories sound like a promise. By the waters of Babylon, we sat down and wept when we remembered thee, O Sion. They called Jerusalem Zion, the city chosen by God and his people. For them, it was the embodiment of the promised land. Their hope to one day return and their faith in their God united them in these foreign lands. In 539 BC, the Persian king Cyrus conquers Babylon and allows the Judeans to return home. Some decide to stay and found the Babylonian community that was to remain in existence for more than 2,000 years. Cyrus thus ensured himself an important place in Jewish history. Was it political calculation or clemency towards the conquered peoples? On the so-called Cyrus cylinder, which is now in the British Museum in London, the ruler had his achievements recorded. I, Cyrus, king of this vast empire, king of the 4 shores of the world, I brought the gods who were living there back to their place. I got all their people together and brought them back to their homes.
I don't see